Thank you for coming. Today is an important day for my country, Niger. We have just adopted the presidential declaration proposed by Niger and Belgium on children and armed conflict, with the focus on attacks against schools and persons entitled to protection who are connected to schools. The two adolescent girls from Niger that briefed the Security Council earlier today shared poignant testimonies of their experiences and remind us how urgent it is to heed to the call of the Secretary General for a global ceasefire and that of the African Union for silencing the guns. Their message also reminds us why we must continue to protect schools from attacks and prioritize quality education for all children, with particular attention to children most gravely affected by the horrors of conflict and violence. When access to education is taken away from a child in a situation of conflict, it is a tragedy which also takes away what most children desire and have right to, the possibility to learn and expand their imagination in a safe and secure environment. The presidential statement adopted today is a milestone in many regards. Firstly, it is the first Security Council document that specifically mentions the Safe School Declaration, to which 105 countries are signatories. Saint Vincent and the Grenadines announced today their country has endorsed the declaration. Secondly, the presidential statement highlights the gendered motivations and attacks against schools, pointing to the heightened risk for girls affected by conflict of not resuming their education. Thirdly, the outcome today highlights the need to take immediate measures to rehabilitate, repair, or replace schools that have been subject to attack and restore children's safe access to schools, emphasizing the importance of protecting and supporting teachers who play an important role. As you know, the phenomenon of attacks against schools has taken a worrying dimension worldwide, and in particular the Sahel region. In parts of the region, the insecurity situation has led to a worrying pattern of school closures. As of December 2019, over 3,300 schools closed due to insecurity, affecting over 500,000 children and closed over 16 teachers. In the first 7 months of 2020 alone, there have been over 90 incidents of attacks on education on the Central Sahel. Through the presidential statement, the Security Council has expressed concern at regional and cross-border violations and abuses against children affected by armed conflict. An understanding of cross-border dynamics is critical in places like the Sahel, where a crisis in one country is intimately linked to others. The Security Council has welcomed and encouraged for enhanced monitoring and reporting on the impact of regional and sub-regional dynamics of armed conflict on children in the Lake Chad Basin. It has been requested that a similar approach be adopted for monitoring and reporting in relevant regions, including in the Sahel region. This presidential statement also calls on member states to provide necessary assistance to children, including those in vulnerable situations, such as internally displaced persons, refugees, and children with disabilities. Schools are a source of knowledge and enlightenment. They provide a scene of normalcy, where children can realize their potential and hope for the future, while the ideology of violence carried by terrorist groups feeds on ignorance and obscurantism. Educated children are the spearhead of a stable society. Fourthly, through this presidential statement, the Security Council acknowledges the disproportionate negative impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and the adverse effect on children in armed conflict and children separated from armed groups and who are undergoing reintegration assistance. The Security Council has noted the heightened risk for children in armed conflict of not resuming their education following school closures, particularly girls, making them more vulnerable to child labor, child recruitment, as well as forced and child marriage. If there is also a clearer realization from the COVID-19 pandemic, it is also that distance learning and digital technology must be made available to all children, whether they are in Difa or in Helsinki. Niger has just begun an ambitious program of villages intelligent, and schools will be at the heart of the digitalization of Niger. The national agency in charge of the question will connect in preliminary phase 20,000 schools in all the regions of Niger. This will allow our country to help frog in terms of expanding access to quality education for all. With that, I would like to take any question which you may have. I thank you. Madam?
Mr. President, I'd like to know what kind of tool do you have to make sure that kids all around the world can go to school? Because it's just a presidential statement. You have no tool to impose it. So what are you going to do?
Madam, the tool that we have, as I mentioned it is through prevention. Unless you silence the gun in Africa, unless you answer to the call of the Secretary General on ceasefire, whenever you have conflict situation, you may not avoid having this difficult situation that children are going through.
So what's the point of your meeting?
No, then the point for us in regions such as the Sahel region, it is to endeavor to put an end to this violence that are being made by terrorist groups. Then we create the G5 Sahel, as you know. We are giving means and tools to our militaries in order to take some decisive actions against these groups, because unless you eliminate this terrorist group's threat, we are not going to be able to protect our schools. The other factors I think that we need is international community solidarity, because they are destroying schools. We have to be able to rebuild them, to reconstruct them, and this is not possible basing the efforts on our national resources. Then we need international cooperation and international cooperation and financing to be able to fulfill this goal.
So is the Security Council going to commit some finances to the G5 Sahel force to further this cause?
Yeah, it is. This is a very long engagement from the Security Council. Not only Security Council, but you do have some member countries. You have France that is really working very closely with the G5 Sahel countries. You have the coalition of the Sahel. You have Germans that are with us. You have the very strong backing of U.S. special forces together with our own national forces. And I think now what we are struggling to have through the Security Council is to see the G5 Sahel being inscribed under the Chapter 7 of the Security Council. This we didn't succeed in having this, but anyway, we are very pleased to announce that we are receiving a very strong backing from our partners in order to fight against terrorism in this Sahel region. C'est bon? Merci beaucoup. Merci.